Hello everyone, as usual it's me Pavlo and today we'll be talking about Snowsky Echo Mini. It's a third product in the Snowsky lineup and it's a portable audio player. Of course it's also made in retro design, utilizing that nostalgic references to classical cassette players, but it built with modern hardware. It uses two Cyrus Logic 43131 digital to analog converter chips, delivers nice amount of power, and offers pretty long work time up to 15 hours plus minus. But of course, the most interesting thing here is an affordable price. Its price is $50, which makes it a perfect choice for those who need a player, for example, to save battery lifetime of smartphone or to use this player on the go during some exercises, running and stuff like that. So let's have a closer look and let's find out what buyer will get for this price. Package is small, made of cardboard, but with nice polygraphy, pleasant to touch, interesting design matching other Snowsky products, and you can see that my version is the pink one. So I wanted a black version, but unfortunately only pink one was available at the moment. So inside you'll get device itself, and underneath box with accessories. Here you'll basically get just USB Type-C cable and some papers, and that's it. As you can see, bare minimum to use this player. Most unusual aspect of the design of this player is horizontal orientation. It's done to remind classical tape players, Walkman for example, and to be in line with the design of other models in the Snowsky lineup, like for example Retro Nano and Echo Mini definitely looks pretty similar, except of size of course. And you can see on the back side we have latch for the battery, but unfortunately here it's just a decorative element and it's not opening, and battery here is not replaceable. And it was done on purpose because the replaceable battery would have been pretty small in size. Instead we having built-in battery here that provides from 10 to about 16 hours of work, which is pretty impressive for such a small device. When listening in wired mode, I usually got from 13 to 16 hours, depending on volume and headphones. With Bluetooth headphones, this time is about 11-12 hours, but I won't consider Bluetooth here as a really useful option. It's kind of a bonus feature here. On this side we have two outputs, single-ended and balanced, and reset hole. Here is micro SD card slot and USB Type-C for charging and to access to the memory. Also here we have a place to attach lanyard if you want, and on top there are a lot of buttons. On off, navigation and volume, then play pause, additional menu button, and back. On front we have a big black square, but actually screen is much smaller than this black part on the front. It's okay probably for an affordable device, but definitely not the brightest and the biggest screen I've seen recently. Interface also reminds tape. It's done on purpose, so if you're using this tape-like design a lot recently. So on the top you can see volume, battery, microSD card, and also here is main menu. File browser that allows you to access to the contents of memory card or built-in memory. Then playlist, it's now playing all songs, favorites, artists, albums, genres, and update media library, browse by folder. So in terms of media library organization, it kind of reminds classical feel players from the before Android period of time. Here is now playing screen. By default, it also has a tape-like design with rotating reels, but you can change this. I will show a bit later. So let's go back. Music settings. In the music settings, you can actually enable displaying of album cover. So let's do it. Here how it looks with album cover. No fancy tape, but you can see your album's cover. So let's go back. Volume limit, repeat, equalizer, just presets for now, filter, 2 levels of gain, and fast forward switch that you can select the direction of these toggles. And also there are system settings. Bluetooth, you can toggle it, search device, pair, and it works pretty okay, but only SBC codec is available and the quality is like average. Then screen settings, timeout and brightness, shutdown settings, power off timer and power saving shutdown, date and time, interface style, white or black, language, see some versions. Then what formats are supported, reset all settings, format built-in memory and memory card. As you can see, it's pretty minimalistic, bare bones, but for the affordable player that is focused mainly on music playback, it's pretty saturated with features. Firmware works okay, maybe not something stellar, but overall navigation and playback of the files works rather okay. Sound is probably the best part of this player, and it's surprisingly good. Few took good DEC chips, paired them with nice amplification, and crafted for that all a bit relaxed, technical but not fatiguing type of tuning. High frequencies are slightly relaxed, so there is a hint of added warmth in the sound, but not too much, not to make it veiled or lazy, sloppy or something like that. No, it's just a bit of additional weight to vocal and low notes of different instruments. Overall, it features nice resolution and decent staging. Probably let's talk about everything briefly, step by step. So, bass go to maximum depth, but actually this warm accent is mainly made on mid bass. Deep bass is present, but it's not dominating, it's not recessed, it offers a nice control, but that hint of additional weight shift accents towards the mid bass, giving a bit more body for the instruments. At the same time, you'll get a normal amount of small nuances, not superb, not focused on such things, but at the same time enough to give you sense of realism. Also, you'll get a pretty good amount of bass when it's present in the record and decent impact thanks to the good amplification. Of course, compared to something more expensive, it lacks a bit of texturing, it lacks a bit of dynamics, but for this price range, actually pretty decent universal low frequencies, and I even used pretty high quality audiophilic recordings as an examples. Here is Amber Rubarth, Don't You, and Amber Rubarth is often used in different audiophilic compilations because of high quality of their records, and here you're getting nice guitar that requires bass to give you the sense of realism, and overall high quality recording that requires nice level of technicality. This player doesn't show 100% of this track, but results are impressively good. Mids are done in a balanced manner, no focus on the small nuances or details. It's not monitoring device, it's not, this player doesn't try to focus on the micro contrast, but at the same time it deliver normal amount of resolution and small nuances. Instrument sounds pretty realistic, and you getting a bit of extra weight for the vocals. You getting a bit forwardness for the female vocal, so sound that leans a bit towards more fun side, but still stays pretty technical and uncolored. Imaginary stage is not huge, but impressively big, probably because of good amplification here. It's not critical for the quality of records, so even if you have something in MP3, for example, it won't be an issue here. And example is Robert Len, Still We Rise. Great track, I like guitar work here, and it requires nice performance for the mid frequencies, and at the same time mids not being too analytical or not too sharp, so you getting good balance of musical and technical performance. And treble, as I've already said, it's a bit relaxed, but at the same time with good extension and nice resolution. It's not sharp, but at the same time, if you don't like treble, I can't say that this player will give you what you want. High frequencies are still present, they're just presented in non-super energetic manner, but resolution is nice and overtone saturation is decent. Of course, zero layering and other audiophilic stuff, but probably it's something to be expected for this price range. And as an example, it's Battle Hymn for the Republic, and it's a great recording by Skylark Vocal Ensemble. Main soloist voice is really well recorded, goes high to the treble area, and it's obviously lacking lacking layering to be represented at 100% of its potential. But still, treble here is enough to give you that sense of realism, to give you that sense of saturated voices and emotions. So for this price, I can't wish anything more. This player is pretty potent in terms of pairings. It has a nice black background, almost zero background noise, even with sensitive earphones, which is a plus in my opinion. And 100 milliwatts from the single-ended and 250 from the balanced is more than enough for vast majority of the loads. Both earphones and headphones, it will drive them without problems. Of course, it's not created for some high-end full-size headphones or IEMs. It's just entry-level model, and actually it will drive even some full-size headphones, a lot of them, even sensitive planars, without problems. So in terms of power, pretty decent device. Speaking about the comparisons, probably two devices I want to recall here. First one is also Snowsky Retro Nano, features the same chip, similar form factor, not a player but Bluetooth receiver. Retro Nano is slightly more natural and with a bit more treble. So here you're getting a bit more warmth in Retro Nano, a bit more treble and a bit more neutrality in terms of tuning. And the Hibi R1, it's more expensive, and it's also more natural in terms of sound, and a bit less relaxed, bit more forward, and slightly more aggressive sounding compared with this one. But they features 2 times difference in price. But actually, with Hibi R1, you're getting a bit more advanced firmware. So, to summarize everything, for $50 it's a really solid device. Of course, it's lacking features like digital to analog converter, working as USB DAC. Probably it would have been nice to see some Bluetooth codecs except of SBC and at least lanyard in the accessory set, but for this price I think it's more of would be nice, but it's not mandatory. So you're getting a pretty compact device with good sound, and that's a fair deal in my opinion. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and have a great day.